just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean,
and Kyle Lowry, who's been dishing it out all afternoon, gets a lay-in for a free bucket. Get free buckets.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
So the whistle blows on
and another good lay-in by the forward of Boston.
Amir Johnson Clark, who seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him.
Scola switches with Carroll.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
And Toronto making a change here. Carroll's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Right at the...
There's hot guys, and then there's really
there you go. There you go.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Terrence Ross with that big three-point shot.
Of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into our league, and it did take
first
him
foul by
Kyle
Lowry.
To the pro speed.
Sullinger the screen. Bradley dishes to Crowder. Sullinger a screen on Ross. Crowder the pass to Sullinger. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Guys, did you know not once in Johnson's 10 seasons has he averaged more than 11 points or 7.5 rebounds a game? Sometimes he doesn't even start. And yet, there's a certain sect of followers who feel Amir Johnson is among the most valuable, efficient players in the league.
And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining a level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable. The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyle Lowry. The rebound by Johnson.
DeRozan, what the fuck is wrong with you? That would have been a nice slam.
Right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diallo in the way he treats his body.
Lowry kicks to Patterson. Back to Lowry. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
He's really starting to ramp it up now.
Lowry's
in
just...
the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Johnson sets the screen for Bradley. Uncovered. Can't hit. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Terrence Ross.
Although they were
7
the better
points.
team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
The Celtics making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Bradley. It's stolen by Carroll. Pass break Toronto. DeRozan leading the charge. It's stolen by Sullinger. Outside Bradley. Poked loose and stolen by Patterson. He lobs it up. And
there you go. That's how you do it, DeRozan. That's how you lay it down.
It's often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. He dishes it to Turner. Back to Sullinger. Boston, no good that time either.
Lowry with the rebound.
One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Bradley, no one around him. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Carroll, the shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Carroll with an awesome
Lowry's got
lay-in.
assist number 8 here in this one already.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
58-32.
That's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Sullinger, no good. It's been all Raptors. Here's Ross, and he slams that one down.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain
Terrence
amount
Rass.
of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. They have repeatedly moved inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've got,
Patterson with another 2.
They haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
DeRozan in the corner. He kicks to Patterson. Dishes to Ross. There's the triple. And again, Toronto.
Splash!
Boy, has he put his
there you
foot
go.
on the pedal here this
Buckets.
He's doing a
3 buckets
job
by
in terms of leading their offense.
Terrence Rass.
Sullinger the screen. Thomas
Ross isn't even first string.
And Toronto will go the other way with it.
The edge on the glass is the difference.
He's a backup, isn't he?
Build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. 5 to shoot. Thomas with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Thomas, no luck.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Ross passes to Carroll. Ross dishes to Patterson. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
All right,
Went to shoot, not go in.
For Lowry. A very nice season for him last year. 10th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Depends on how good people are stealing the ball that year. Looks like Joseph is giving another shot.
Great job of getting everybody involved.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger. Olynyk comes in for Jay Crowder. Yarebko's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. And Smart subbed in for Bradley. Knocked loose all by himself. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second basket
Free
of the
bucket
game.
for Powell.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
There's the lob to the hoop, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Toronto ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal.
We're going to watch this, of course.
We're going to break down the first half action for you. Toronto came out looking very confident. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. And by the end of one, they found themselves up by a rousing 17 points. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet in it.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Patrick Patterson, he's really playing well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Sullinger, a screen on Patterson. Crowder, rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And Isaiah Thomas traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston.
Patrick Patterson.
It's a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Johnson the screen.
20 points this game.
And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. That's good. Patterson's got 22.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He was
DeMar DeRozan.
Chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Bradley. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas, and he finishes nicely on the way.
Valanciunas with 7 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside. That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Joseph, he's checked in for Toronto. Sullinger, the screen. Off the pick. He takes it up and lays it in. Sullinger's got his
81
No
to
matter what they've
42.
tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Sullinger, the screen. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Now here's Crowder. Carroll covering. 6 on the shot clock.